Tonight, ABC 17 News investigates after historic flooding continues to impact the state. So far, 16 levees in northwest Missouri and 2 in the St. Louis area have breached or overtopped as high water levels make their way down the Missouri River. ABC 17's Deborah Kendrick uncovered a majority of the levees along the Missouri River could be at risk of not performing how they should.
I dug through nearly 3 dozen levee inspection reports in mid-Missouri, and I found that 9 levees are not 100% reliable. I also found that it's unclear if levee systems are being inspected every year like the Army Corps is supposed to do. The Show Me State is home to 319 levees. In mid-Missouri, 33 of them border the Missouri River. Each levee is designed to protect communities from flooding, but some say more needs to be done to protect communities, including the governor.
In '93, we referred to it as the 100-year flood, is what they referred to it at that time. But since that time, we've had 2011, 2015, and now here we are in 2019. So the reality of it is something has changed in the pattern, the way we manage the river.
The governor adds the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers needs more oversight.
And when you're talking about 35% of the land in Missouri, they have the management over with no accountability to the states by any means. You know, I think that's a problem.
When I had a Skype interview with the Army Corps, I asked them to respond to what the governor said, but wasn't given a response right away.
Would you have a response to that at all?
Once again, I'm not the right person either, but I can find you the right, or attempt to find you the right person.
A day later, I got an email response from the Army Corps that said, bottom line is, there was nothing that the Corps could do to prevent this flooding. But some experts say otherwise, starting with updating federal regulations. I found that FEMA has not updated levee regulations in 33 years. In an email statement, FEMA told me they have no authority to design, construct, or maintain levee systems. The commissioned regulations in 1986 have remained in place. There is not just one entity solely responsible for levee construction and maintenance. All levee district boards, Army Corps of Engineers, and FEMA work together.
We perform routine or periodic inspections to identify any deficiencies with those levee systems.
The Army Corps of Engineers is responsible for inspecting levees every year and then following up with a detailed walkthrough inspection every 5 to 10 years. I searched through the Missouri levee database, which had 16 levee reports available out of the 33 in mid-Missouri. While digging through the reports, I found a majority of inspections were completed before 2014, with only 1 levee in Sheridan County showing an inspection date of 2018. Out of the levee reports available, 9 were considered minimally acceptable and 6 were acceptable. None of them came back unacceptable. One of the most common issues I found was aging infrastructure. The Army Corps told me they had no specific time frame on checking back in with levee district once their initial inspection is complete.
So do you think the current levees across the state are equipped to handle this kind of flooding that we're seeing right now?
No, I can't say that.
Tom Waters, chairman of the Missouri Levee and Drainage Association, tells me not only do our current levees lack infrastructure updates, but changes to the river have all been reasons why he believes levee failures could continue to happen.
What we've done over the last 15, 20 years is the Corps has been pushed by the Fish and Wildlife Service to cut notches in those dikes, to open up old chutes along the river, which would allow the river to flow out of the channel.
The Army Corps told me the next step is to conduct post-flood assessment to see what the flood's effects were and to see if any improvements need to be made or adjustments. The Corps also emphasized human life and safety is their top priority.
We have more on the Army Corps' response as well as FEMA's response to their role on our website, abc17news.com. In that web article, you'll also find an interactive map of levee systems across the state.